What's going on, guys? Welcome back. My name is Brandon. This is my wife's wrecked 2020 Yamaha MT-03. I bought it with just a little over 1,000 miles. It had been crashed. It's got a salvage title, and I've been putting it back together over the last few episodes. Well, one of the things that needs to be done is the previous owner put a tail tidy on it. They didn't buy a very quality one. This is, I think, maybe $24 on Amazon. And because they didn't have the brackets to mount the stock taillights, they actually just put them on there with zip ties. So I found some brackets and accessories that will actually allow us to mount these so we can clean this up and make this look a little bit better. Now, ideally, I would have bought the tail tidy that had everything complete. TST Industries makes a really nice one, but I think it's just a little over $100. So I really don't want to spend some unnecessary money when it's kind of there. So I found these, and what these are just brackets to mount the factory taillights to a tidy tail. So here is the information on those. They come in a nice box with a little warranty seal. I bought these through Motorsport, and these are like 14 bucks. Rather than spending over 100 to get the tail tidy looking better, I spent 14, and we'll put these brackets on and make it look good. This is actually pretty easy, guys. Take off your rear seat and then pull out your little trunk piece that's in there and get that out of there. Then you're going to take the two screws out of this panel here, and then that'll expose the two bolts that hold your rider seat on, so pull that off. Then that exposes all this. Unplug your taillight connectors. There's two of them. One's white, one's black. And this is super easy. So this is where the tail tidy bolted here and here, and this is going to bolt on right with that, just like that. So they're all rubber mounted and isolated mounts. It's going to look really good. Now let me show you how I did it. So take your OEM blinker and just pull these two ears out, just like this. Pull that out, and that'll expose that little piece of plastic right here. Just slide that back a little bit. Now take your bracket and the end of your wire, stick it through, thread it up to the light. Then you're just going to take this little plastic piece and just work it through that bracket, just like that. And this only goes on one way, as you can see. So stick that on like this. Gotta work it in a little bit, just like that. Now you see it's a little kind of sloppy there because there's a space. That's what this little piece does that they give you in the kit. So slide this over the end of the wire as well, just like that. Run it all the way back, just like you did before, up over this plastic piece. Just push that in there like that. Pull on these ears a little bit there, and that's in. Now just take your plastic piece and put that in just like factory, like it was. There, that holds it all together, just like that. That's what I wanted, a nice clean look. And it's 14 bucks, so you can't go wrong. So now just thread your wires back up through the hole where they originally went to begin with. Make them look nice and tidy. And I'm going to put one like this. This should look really clean the way I want to do it. I'm going to put the other one like that, and this tail tidy will go right over it. Yeah, that's going to look nice. Check that out. That's going to look pretty factory. So things are starting to happen, guys. I just got back from the powder coaters and picked up the kickstand that we shortened 2 episodes ago over on my welding channel. And if you want to see how we lowered the bike, and that's the reason why we had to cut this kickstand and shorten up, and if you want to see how we did that, that's in last week's episode. I'll have a link up above. But wow, this thing looks factory. Check it out. So what we did was, just to get you up to speed, if you didn't see that episode, is we took this kickstand, we cut 1 inch out of it because we lowered the bike 1 inch, and yeah, that's it. Then we welded it all back together. So yeah, now what we got to do is the spring that holds this kickstand up when it's in the up position. We're going to have to shorten that too. So we got a little bit of white lithium grease, and we're going to kind of just smear this all around down here, give it a nice liberal coat. And we can clean it all the surfaces up after. Yeah, I really like powder coat, guys. And it's pretty reasonably priced. It only, I don't know, it's like 25 bucks to have that powder coated. And, you know, that's everything. They do all the sandblasting, all the prep, everything. So all I had to do is drop it off and pick it up. And that makes it pretty nice, pretty convenient. Come on. There it is, guys. The spring's all on it. It's all back together, and it looks quite factory, if I do say so myself. Pretty slick. There. Got the taillights on, got the plate all on. Now we just got to wait for a few parts to arrive, and hopefully by the time this episode comes out, we'll have all these parts. I'm still waiting on this, you know, where the badge is, this, and this because of the scratches, and this because of the little scratches there. So then it should look pretty much brand new. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to replace this gauge face, and you can see right, I'll try to get it in the right light. It's got a little, right there, you can see that little scratch right there. It looks like maybe somebody's keychain that they had on here. Maybe they had another key and it kind of scraped into that. Well, I'm not a big fan of scrapes and stuff like that. And this is what you see going down the road. So I really want to make this look right. So I've replaced the upper half of this. That's what's great about these bikes is you can pretty much buy everything. So you can get the whole upper half of this gauge face, and that's what we're going to do right now and replace it. All right, now we just got to make sure everything's gonna work. There we go. Look at that. Perfect. Blinkers. Blinker. Oil light goes off when once it's started, and the ABS light goes off once it hits 6 miles an hour.